guys, welcome to our live stream.
Sorry, I'm here, but I'm
so
like,
much better. There, that was so much easier.
I am controlling the universe
This is a busy guy.
through my console.
Yes. I'm Katie, your community manager.
What, you're gonna put pineapple on the pizza?
Oh, we're talking about pizza again. Oh God.
No, we're not.
Noah,
No, yes, I'm
please
serious,
introduce yourself
DJ.
as your title.
I am
no.
the lead
No,
game designer of this game.
Yes, and DJ, you don't have to do it right now. They're getting set up. We're going to talk some shit before.
How do you know he's watching? You just
Because
he's
he's
there.
answering me there.
okay, great.
But since we don't have a client to play with today, we thought, hey, let's do some PvE. And then I said, hey, let's do it with DJ. And he just invites them, and they just go in and kill people and tyrannists mainly. So,
Or people. Knowing me, it's gonna be people.
and
Maybe both.
as a result, we'll host you afterwards, of course, because we're nice. Do you hear that? Nice.
Yeah, and Villior, it feels weird to me too to sit in Brent's chair. It's different height. I don't know. Yes. So
Okay, we're still on the pineapple pizza. God damn it. Okay, hey. So today,
Yes, we have a schedule.
right, schedules are good.
Yes. Scope toggle. Was that in yesterday? Did that go in?
yes,
Yeah, so
That did-
everybody's
alright.
already.
and
But
that
the
should-
storm shields have not, though. So
No,
that,
they
that's-
get enabled today. Actually.
Right. And we actually have something else we're adding to the production update. We have a bunch of stats to go through with you guys.
Yes, and also what's coming up next. You even have in your storm shield.
What?
Storm shield.
Oh, yeah, it says it on there. Okay. Yeah, it's not a secret. Yeah, I'm going into the light first.
You
Like
want-
not like I'm not dying. I'm not
Going
but
to the
yes,
light.
I'm going to
Then of course we start doing forum QA while we play PvE with DJ and friends, and then afterwards it's giveaways and taking questions from the chat. And that's it.
Stats, not staffs.
Stats. Stats.
Okay. So
Everybody's
let's,
ready?
Let's hop over to Noah's screen then.
Yeah, I'm doing things out of order. I hope you don't mind. But I'm the lead of this thing, so hey, we're gonna do stuff in the order.
Do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah. So I know it says scope toggle first, but I've got my ground assault dude, and we're showing off the different storm shields. So as you
My
can see,
melee? Oh, somebody's saying they want to see my melee.
your melee.
Well, you have to get into a bedroom with me to see my melee.
Yeah, I heard Nathan's melee brings all the boys to the yard.
And they're like
Yeah,
better
so
than yours.
as you can see, we've added some new. I can't look at my yet. So I gotta.
I can't today. Oh my god.
What?
Look at my logo on my shield. It's sweet. There's a ultramarine logo
Okay.
there, and if I cheat a little bit and change my chapter.
Yeah, change the chapter. Actually, we could maybe tell people about that.
About what? This
Well,
is-
not that part.
It's just hack tools. Don't worry.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
hack
the-
tools, but since
Where's my hacking?
what faction? Oh, did you? It's okay. It's not a rush. What faction do we want to play?
Chaos.
Chaos.
Katie wants to play chaos.
DJ, how's chaos?
Oh, there's some spotlights in this
Dun, dun, dun,
place.
dun.
Maybe go in the sun. Look at that.
See, that's the new storm shield.
Yeah.
Guild design on shields. Well, there is a socket. The guild emblems, like the logos. There is a socket, and
A socket.
and it is texture, right?
What? This here?
The guild logos.
Yeah. Anything that you see in a video game is a texture.
No. I'm already not liking this new league game.
Your pink slip is being delivered as we speak.
Yeah. So regarding the guild logos, sure, of course it would be cool, but not gonna happen.
It looks really
At least not quite yet.
like green yellow here. Strange. Green.
But what I was going to say is that you saw he was changing some things, and because a lot of people have been contacting our customer support about changing their names, changing sub-faction, stuff like that. So these services are going to be available to you shortly.
The customer service tools. No.
No, the so Frank is going to do first the name change, so you can do name change as the customer. Of course, you'll have to pay for it because we have to pay Frank for it.
Yeah.
And Frank uses that money to feed his family.
Yeah, and then tell Priest to do it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's actually scamming us. And saying, okay,
And then he's skimming off the top is what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's always those middlemen. So first you just should have the name change, and of course it's going to cost you money.
Yes. No, Psychopsky, you did not miss the Wolf Shield yet. But I wanted to ask the Imperial Fist people in the crowd. So he's got that roundel on his shoulder pauldron. I can point at it, but you can't see it. Then I'm pointing. That's the other Imperial Fist logo besides the big fist. I was thinking of adding them both. Would you guys want both to be added? Yes, no, any
Totally make a
That's
poll
like a
in the
no
forums.
answer.
The answer is yes. They why not? Why don't we have both?
Yeah, why can't we have both?
Okay, both are not going to be in today,
No.
but soon TM, sooner than later. Sooner, like weeks soon rather than. Yeah. So Space Wolf 1.
Did you do the orc thing with the spanners?
Hacking. Oops. Did I do the what thing with the what?
The orc thing with the spanners, like the spanner helmet.
Oh no, I have not yet. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
Hack tool.
that was pretty cool.
Space Wolf 1. So this is not. So my ideal, some point in the future, Space Wolf Shield will be a round shield because I actually play Space Wolves and I know their Storm Shields are round, and so eventually we will get around to having that. But for now, we've got this cool blue Space Wolfie with the Space Wolfie Wolf Shield, doing wolfy stuff, which is much improved compared to what we had before.
Yeah, and more stuff always coming in, and we also have a patch plan for next week where we're assembling a lot of things based on the feedback from the patch we deployed yesterday, both fixes and actually an exploit.
You've been exploiting.
Yeah. Well, and one big bug in 2 weapons. So they're going to get fixed too, and I hardly recommend that you don't use them. And I'm not going to tell you what they are, but those that know what they are, and if you get caught, you will be banned. You've already banned a couple of people, so be careful out there.
It's like the first thing I did when I got to the studio today.
Yeah.
I
So
have to test the scope toggle thing out.
Okay, yes.
So
This is going to be a big moment in our Twitch today.
yeah,
He will put up the scope and he will toggle it.
Yeah, I actually this was something that Brent did before he left. So this is a whole new thing for me, toggling the scope.
You remember the 2 letter story. You're not supposed to use the first letter already.
Yeah, I might actually have to not use the hack tool. So maybe I will go make a loadout, just like go to us full screen, because it might not be hackable. So I have to actually put a scope on a like do it the real way.
Just do it.
Okay, just doing it.
Just do it.
But you should show them because it's fun.
Show them doing a.
Oh yes. Well, also yesterday we had survivability increases both to support classes and jump class. Not wildly increasing, but we're going to see the data now after this. That stood up. Also, there is a certain number of issues still that we have left with the melee, and to get some more eyes on that and the underlying problems with the system, we're going to get our friend Alexei to help us out, because he was working a lot on the Melee system itself and the core a long time ago, and he sits next to us. He's working on the game next to us, and we'll see what we can get out of that. It's not going to be in the patch that's coming up now, but shortly after that. Also, of course, you have seen previously the screenshots from the new world map, so that will be coming this month.
There's actually
That's
I think
a
someone has a question. If this week I read the question.
Oh, you did.
I did.
You did. Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Are you gonna go into
Did it
that?
work?
Oh yeah.
I'm going. I'm queuing up.
The first is going to be much more visual, and it's going to look like actually a map of a world that you're fighting for.
That's why we call it the world map.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's a list of features, and how many of them and what they specifically are, you will find out, because they are differently complex, and we'll see how many of them we will get in by the end of this month. Because first is actually changing the entire map and the visuals and
They're
the functionality.
all complex, and some are differently complex.
Yes, they are. Yes. Story of my life.
And a word about the exploits. If you're just sharing exploits or sharing
That's
videos,
enough, yes.
it still counts. So
It still counts. You'll get banned.
still counts.
Space Wolves Halo variants on. Because Mainful says he's been asking you every day for 4 weeks in a row. Are they getting Halo variants?
Halo variants, like, oh right, yeah, it's true. They have been asking about that. No progress has been made, but yeah,
No.
there's definitely, we know there's a desire to have those little
Squig Rain.
Yeah.
Yes.
wolfy things.
I like that.
Well, I was gonna say that.
You want me to ask Jordan? Is
Yeah,
it-
ask Jordan if he closed the server after I
Can
left.
you
or he
go
just
and
started.
link and?
Why am I supposed to do everything here?
Yeah. You got the laptop.
Because you're exactly
Guys,
here. Type. No, not that one. Oh, it does open it too. Good to know. We've
yeah,
totally
maybe
done
you
this
took-
1,000
maybe you
times.
took down the test server. What?
Maybe. Yeah. Jordan. Maybe.
So
Maybe
we're
it
asking
closed.
Jordan if he closed my test server when I left,
He might have.
or if he can start one again.
Bomb squigs? Yeah, we're gonna play around with squigs. Don't worry,
Mm.
because playing around with the stuff that we already have, the models, you know, we can do some stuff like we introduced pets.
Yes.
Are you talking about the Narthesium pet
Yeah,
a
that,
great
that,
pet.
that Brent introduced?
yeah. It's like it wasn't supposed to go out, and the Narthesium
Ah, there we
pet
go.
came out.
You just had to send the message and then boom.
Just happens.
Yeah.
Just like that.
and
Can you tell him I want my Lamborghini?
and yes, it was one of the things that was part of adding more of the Narthesiums in, and we just discovered this feature by accident. It's like penicillin and tequila, happens by accident, and it's just hovering up over here. So we're just going to introduce a lot of more pets that are just hanging here and
Floating
with you.
weapon pets.
There we go. Everybody like that? Yes, of course. Everybody loved that. So,
Well, it needs
Dude.
to be able to go stab people.
oh,
though.
waiting for us.
Now we're
It
waiting.
can't just
That's
float.
great.
It needs to stab.
But do you know what?
What?
There's some good questions from the chat, so I'm going to break the rules and take actually 2 questions from the chat. Noah is being asked Basher by whether he is getting Eldar tappers soon.
I never hear that question.
No, never.
The answer is not
No.
yes.
No, yeah, no. I mean, we have to make it fit and work, and that's not happening quite soon because it requires animation. Will you guys ever show up wearing green screen colored clothes? I've already
We've
done this
done
like a couple of times.
Floaty head?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's like your
Floaty head.
infamous sweater, actually.
Tau
I
Atreus,
just have to
stuff
load in.
pets,
Mhm.
please fix existing issues. Well, so
Wait, but-
this was actually a joke,
It's not.
known as sarcasm. It was about when you fit the Northeastrum, it was not on your hand, it was hovering right up here.
Mhm.
It was entirely inanimate and you couldn't do anything to it. We're not adding pets.
Except Jasper. To an orcat.
Mhm.
And yes, when is the free version going live, and when you can you update and everything?
When is that happening? I think I already know the answer, but you know.
Yeah. Do you want to answer?
Well,
I mean, it's
That
the
sets
first
me
time
up to,
where you're like
to like
you're
that.
like no. I mean, I'm always responsible. I'm
Well,
the one accountable.
so
I'm the
if
one
it
that
was-
gets fired. So
if
it's
it was-
okay.
up to me, I'd pick next week on Thursday, but that's just what I would choose if that was up to me. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
So you're a betting man?
Yes, if I was a betting man,
If he was a betting man,
but I mean,
what do you think?
if
Yeah.
if it doesn't go out,
Thursday
then it's
sounds
not
like
really
a probable day.
Hmm?
It's a good day.
Mhm.
Hmm? What do you think?
That way, if it blows up, we have Friday to fix it.
Or just run away.
Seems like a good. Right? Makes
Yeah,
sense?
Thursday's a good day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like almost the weekend.
Yeah,
Almost sounds logical.
because Mondays are terrible.
Mondays
Yes.
are awful.
Mhm.
Awful.
We don't like Mondays.
Although Olivia now made me hate Tuesdays. 'Cause
Why?
apparently Tuesdays are worse than Mondays.
Why?
I forget why he said it.
Anyways, so next week it actually goes live.
Maybe rather than load into this.
Oh,
great.
wow.
There we go.
This we just need to every time. So now I just need to figure out which key to hit because that's how prepared.
It wasn't.
Mhm.
It wasn't the
Oh, I
key,
don't know. Like I was saying.
That's the last question I have to take from the chat till the end of the world, end of Twitch, end of
Hmm.
something.
Nope. This is like a Star Citizen demo.
Oh yeah, please don't
I-
say that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah.
You
It
good?
just isn't. It doesn't visibly disappear. It
B.
just, yeah. Okay, so that's. I thought it went into the ether when it. But anyhow, this is the demo, guys. Normally I have the scope. I'm scoped in. I hit B. Scope in. It aims down sight without the scope. So, scope toggle. Boom.
Mic drop.
Mhm. Yeah. This is it was a much asked for
Oh
feature.
yeah,
for-
don't worry. We know it's B. That was
Yeah, no, I was hitting B
That
and looking
wasn't
at
the
the looking at the scope, and I'm like, why doesn't the scope go away? So I
Yeah.
thought it was because I used the hack tool, but
yeah.
apparently,
Because this is
Alright,
an internal
Future
build.
shift.
This is not the build that's live. Because now you should just switch to the live build.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Why don't I just scope toggle? During,
Yes, because I'm going to
during-
take forums
Sure.
questions.
Well, we have stats. Are we doing the stats?
Oh,
first?
sorry, stats
Yeah.
first. Yes.
We have like this
Okay.
this whole thing. Right?
This was actually nice. But like when you did the transition, the scope was around my head.
Better yours than mine.
I bet a lot of you wanted to pull the trigger right there, huh?
Mhm.
So, yeah, save your questions till later on the chat because we have forum questions. You're gonna switch over and
Yeah,
be
I'm switching.
invited into a game by DJ Penguin.
Yay, we're friends on Steam.
Are we friends on Steam?
You and I?
Yes.
Probably. I have like we both have maxed out friends, right?
Yes.
Everybody has.
Yes.
Mm.
They
I-
really.
I start my day with
They really need to
like
change that.
denying,
I don't think we
denying
have.
all friend requests because apparently we cannot
Mhm.
increase the number of friends that we have on Steam
Mhm.
despite being developers.
I thought it had something to do with how many things you buy, but since this
It's
is
like badges or things.
my dev account, I only
No.
have the one game really. So
Yeah.
Apparently,
Oh,
I
no,
gave
and,
away all the stuff that you need to increase your friends limit because
Oh.
I didn't know that's what you needed. I just like I don't want this crap, and I gave it all away. So yeah.
you didn't give me anything.
I did not.
You gave me RTC one time though, so that was.
I
nice.
probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. That's why you have like 7 billion still. So you're tired of giving everybody again and again.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
can I get some more RTC
Yeah.
to test out and stuff? She's like, yeah, sure. And then she just gave up.
So yeah, I don't think
Say
you're on
the
my friends list.
billions.
What's your name so everybody can invite
Hey,
you too?
so
Nobody,
DJ
uh,
is giving a wink. It looks like he's ready to go.
Yeah, and he's got some 2 other people, I suppose. Friends,
Yes,
maybe?
devs can only have a limited amount of friends, amazingly. But let's see the first
Oh, well, I
stats
have
slide.
DJ on in here, so I'll be fine.
Yes,
Mhm.
we know it's bound to Steam level, but apparently we are stuck at a certain Steam level for our developer accounts.
Look at the balance.
So here we have balance.
Are
Stats.
we in the way of the thing? Or
No, we're
They
good.
can read it.
You-
Okay,
you-
good.
it's-
Okay,
it's
great.
right there.
Great.
It's
No,
right there.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm like it's 10%.
So this is just the overview of the data, which we've been comparing for a long time.
Since before launch.
And this is not the details, which will probably be a really long forum post by Julian and you guys later on to see more details. I think.
So it used to be like I would watch the Twitch from my desk and
Yes.
find out about work. Now I just come to the Twitch and
Yes.
get more
Yes.
work.
this is the one-on-one.
Great. So okay, good. So
No,
so a big
I
forum
mean,
post
we
with all
have-
kinds of stuff.
No, we have a lot of stats, and we're waiting for better, more information to actually make it valid. Because we also made changes now, of course, and we want to see how they pan out with the jumps and the supports, and changing some weapons as well. Actually, those wondering about the Stalker Bolter, it now has added spread if you are not in scoped mode. It'll be in the next patch. So,
Pumpkin King says that there's pizza here
Somewhere here.
somewhere.
oh, in a 10-story building, there's somewhere pizza for us. What you're seeing is CSM versus Eldar. Eldar are winning now about 50.5% of their matches versus the CSM. You saw it was wildly different. It's like going from how far long is the far left?
Those are weeks. Those are weeks. So that's 5 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
5 weeks ago.
So we've been watching like all kinds of different data all the time, and we've actually got a dashboard that squishes all the factions together. We can see just at a glance, but we look at this type of balance, and then we drill down further and look at
Yes,
like
what's
class-
behind that,
yeah,
of course,
yeah,
yes.
and
I
try to
mean-
see if there's any outlying stuff. And so, as we can see in this slide, and we're going to look at all the
Because
metrics.
let's look at the next one, because these are, yes. Right now, it's a fairly good balance between the previous factions.
Yeah, or at least it was trending towards the better.
Again, Space Marines, frequently called overpowered, but really haven't been that in a long time, as you can see.
Mhm.
And they need some help there. However, as you can see, Eldar are pretty much tearing them apart. If you see the next one, CSM versus Orcs. Well, the Chaos Space Marines have always been pretty strong. I think.
But as you can see, the trend is right there.
Yeah, the
about,
trend is like
about 50,
totally flat, and this kind of difference you wouldn't even notice. So when you're thinking about, oh my God, we're losing all the matches, we're so underpowered, or we're so overpowered, you can see that on all the slides, the difference is at the point where you would not notice. Next slide, please. Which I believe is Here you see Space Marine versus Chaos Space Marines. Now that's something. That was overwhelmingly against the Space Marines, because when you're getting close to 35% wins, you'll notice that's a third of your playtime, right? But you can see that the trend is going upwards over the last few weeks, but CSM pretty much still dominating there. Next one, please. Space Marines versus Orcs.
I just noticed you sound a bit like a sportscaster, like talking about like the score of the games, like
Yeah.
and the teams are coming in, and you see that they're dominating now. I don't know, just reminded me of that. But
Yeah, I went to like 2 hockey games.
yeah, so now
Yeah.
you're a pro.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, and I know Ali.
Yeah.
Ali used to like when he lived in Iceland.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Before he went to
he
do,
was
like,
doing the football
League of
matches
Legends?
there. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he was no handball. He
Oh,
was
the handball.
Yeah,
Okay.
the national championship handball kind of thing. What?
What? Oh.
It's on your desk.
Oh, bring it in.
We're having pizza delivered to the
That's
Twitch.
amazing.
That's amazing.
I'm so excited.
But you see that the orcs, they have it quite well here against the Space Marines.
Mhm. So that's two
but-
in a row that Space Marines are not faring as well as
Yes.
as 50-50.
Yeah. Okay. Next slide, please. Orc versus Eldar. Now that's something.
Mhm.
So you can see these have been varying wildly, and they are now normalizing. They're actually 50-50 hardcore. But
We're
you can
we're
see
in the way of some text there that says
yeah,
this matchup
that's
is
why we kept talking about
this matchup is a bit more rare. You won't.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't often have Orc versus Eldar matches
No.
just because of all the factions, they're the least populated 2 factions, so they're likely to get into a match probably against Chaos or
Yes.
Space Marines
Yes.
instead.
And next slide, please. That's done. Oh yeah. So you saw all the factions.
Mhm,
Now,
mhm.
the caveat in all this is, of course, that this is the result of a match. A match involves a lot of people. They can be nice, they can be awesome, they can be team players, and they can be assholes. So we call that the player factor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
covers it
Not
all.
the asshole
Yeah.
factor.
No, because there's not.
Oh,
let's
that's
be
only
nice.
a
and just say
there's a
that
certain
there's
percentage.
Yeah, there's the player factor, like of the individual
Is
players.
this like actually happening?
Yeah.
Is there a
This
pizza?
is, this is for real.
Well,
That's amazing.
Real.
That's
We got
amazing.
pizza. Here
Thank
go.
you, Pumpkin King.
Pumpkin
That's
King.
amazing. It's all
if I had
mine.
So-
known, I would have had a
so-
solid
Mine.
lunch.
Can we
the
get
first-
some like napkins?
So the first caveat is
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that.
that
Thank you,
Pumpkin
barbecue
King.
chicken,
It smells really good.
barbecue chicken something. Yeah. Did you ask?
Do we
him?
know where it's from, or is it
It looks like
Il Foco
yeah,
Liao
yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
the fancy one?
Well,
Thank you so much. That's
Pizza.
awesome. Is it It's not pineapple.
of
I
course
do
it's
not
not
see
fun.
any
But it did. Yeah. So
So you just bake for pizza for weeks on end, and eventually
It
one
just
of the
shows up.
people
Yes.
is gonna
It's amazing.
be nice enough to send pizza.
So continuing
pretty cool.
about the caveats, there's the player factor, which is that they can be all over, and there's different ratios of them, of course, between the factions.
Mhm.
The second is individual class balance of these factions,
Mhm, mhm.
which also affects your experience of the game. So you might be playing a class which is out of balance
Mhm.
within a faction, while still the faction as a whole is actually still fairly balanced
Yes.
versus other factions.
Right.
Right. So we aren't taking this as the holy truth, and that's why what Noah was pointing out is we drilled down into it and see what was happening.
I think sometimes we've shown that the one it's like a bunch of purple squares, like a fades from about white to dark purple, pinkish.
See,
And
now
it's a-
now you're creating work for yourself.
Oh yeah, but I thought we've shown that on the Twitch before. That's our class balance. It's like every class in a big matrix, and you can see if a Devastator goes up against an Aspiring.
Oh yes.
Like-
Oh yeah. We have that. We actually have. Well, like I said, I think those are better for like on
For
the
a forum post, yeah.
where you actually have explanations of what is actually on the graph, because
Mhm,
when we
mhm.
get into this kind of matrices and matrices and stuff, it requires a lot of explanation to read the charts. But all that data we have all stats between all players and their loadouts and everything. So it's not a lack of data. I can tell you that.
Yeah, we've got these. It's called the kill logs, and every time a kill happens, everything that was going on, like the location that they were at, and like what their loadout was, and
What they said in chat.
Mhm. Their
where
mother's maiden name.
where the server is located, and
How much Rogue Trader credits they've spent or bought recently.
average latency as well, ping time. Well, there's a couple of things.
If
we
they had
have.
pizza for lunch or not.
Yeah.
Well, if you
That's
say
an-
in the chat that, hey, I had pizza for lunch,
Mhm.
because I mean that's something you say usually in the chat in the shooter. Like, stop and like, hey, I had a pizza for lunch. So now we're done with stats for now. More stats coming because I mean we did a huge balancing round, and while the jury of course is still out, and
Thanks.
by nature
Magic
will always
napkin.
be because
Oh, we have to eat
if
this.
you add
Yeah.
something to the game, you have to take that into account. So balancing is never done in a game like this. That's why we are always doing balance.
Balancing is never finished. It's
No.
something that we do.
Yes.
So it's done.
Yeah, it's something
But
that we
it's
always do.
Never completed.
Oh, I should
That
get
being
it.
said, we're seeing a lot of increased happiness and playing and retention of players. A lot of people coming back and playing. So, which also brings me to the matchmaking. We're doing some changes there. They're already out. No, the 30-person. Yes, the 30-person war party is now going to be more integrated and fit into the queue, but also, of course, for competition mode. There's a match tomorrow. In fact, at 20 hours GMT, and we want to do something more with competition mode. But the larger war parties have always been a problem. So you know, if you want to be a 30-player war party, I mean,
And by
expect to wait. It's a bit better now, and
yeah. So just a little explanation why a larger war party is a problem. If you're in a really big war party and you're waiting to get matched up against people, and there's another war party that's also waiting with less people, and they match evenly with another faction that suddenly comes along, they'll basically jump the queue in front of you. And so you're sitting there in your 30-man war party waiting for another 30-man war party, but those are pretty rare. So that's what the competition mode
yes,
helps with.
yes,
If
yes.
you have, you can schedule 30 versus 30 instead
Yes.
of those 30 people that you might have fought just slowly going into other matches with other war parties. So,
Yes. Do you want a pizza?
Sure, I guess we can have pizza.
I'm like, heck yeah.
Because no, you're gonna start playing, okay? And
Oh,
are
it's
you gonna be
actually-
3 or are you
it's
gonna have some
queuing.
more?
I don't know. I think DJ should invite 2 more people.
It's up to DJ.
Yeah. How many do we have?
No, he's queuing. It's 3 of you.
Okay.
Oh, is he? He's gonna like run the show.
He's like, push the button.
It's,
Yeah.
Sounds good. And I plan on
See,
answering questions while I play this week much better than last week.
It's interesting
We're
how
gonna have to play,
how-
eat pizza, and answer questions.
Yeah, I can do it.
And interrupt Nathan. Go on.
Or you going to say something?
I totally cut him off. It's my
No,
bad.
it's just like my ADHD is like all over the place right now.
Okay.
Oh man, you're not even on the same voice. We should join his Discord. Did you?
No, I mean
I'm on your Discord right now.
you're on my Discord. I was on Brent's Discord earlier when I came in the room to
Oh, he
get the
didn't log
computer
out.
going. No, but I logged him on, and so I guess we're. But I.
Yes.
My work party, my show. Yes, DJ. Awesome.
Yeah. What
Good.
should it be? Do you want to be?
No, pizza's not getting cold. I actually just ate before I came in, so I'm not gonna have some pizza right now.
I need a little bit of audio.
Yes, that's fine.
I
However,
have no idea.
I am going to start the forum questions. The best way to get questions onto the
Oh,
show.
look, I get to pick.
Oh, why don't you get to
No,
pick?
he picks.
What? No,
Art, of course, I
I've
mean-
got the thing.
We're gonna die horribly.
I'm gonna be just fine.
Katie Leader, set difficulty hard.
Can do it.
Is Katie leader?
It says Katie Leader.
DJ said it was just what?
Well, they're not like the squad leader and the war party leader are not at all.
Okay, I need to have a bite of
combined.
this.
Like, there's no. People always thought that was. It's not really like the war party leader is just the guy who gets people into the
Napkin.
All right.
Napkin.
Napkin. Thank you, Jordan, for bringing napkins.
Yes, thank you.
Napkin.
First
Here, you
question.
should get one before you start playing, before we
Oh,
actually
yeah.
start it.
Yeah, take one.
Pizza during Twitch.
Yeah, and you're gonna
That's
have
amazing.
it like. Yeah.
Last week we got beer during Twitch.
Yeah.
Even though it's not allowed, but
You know.
Brent ate pizza.
Someday I
You
will
want
get
some
my
help?
pina colada from Twitch.
I'll hold it.
Thank you,
And-
sir.
and-
There you go.
yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have like a bit of sauce on my. With the whole thing.
It just makes you look more sexy.
Thank you.
Here we go.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the pizza. Amazing.
DJ run the show on the
I have
Carnage.
I have no sound though in my headset.
That's
No.
okay. I mean,
I mean, I don't really need to hear anything. I guess.
Life stuff.
Dmitry Dominov has a question.
Mm-hmm. I know the answer.
The only game persistence players interact with is the only in-game persistence players interact with is the Garrison. Are there plans on remaking the Garrison, expanding it to see a game mode with this sort of persistence between two factions?
Delicious.
Well, not specifically maybe two factions, but we have some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And the Garrison is always going to be the prime focus for exactly what you're describing, the part of the persistent world, the hub, so to speak. And right now a lot of the hub functions are outside of the Garrison, and we're going to bring those into the Garrison. That's one of the first steps. That being said, you know, could you invite a war party into your Garrison for a duel or whatever? I mean, everything is possible, of course, but our strategy is, at the very least, yes, the Garrison is exactly where everyone should be meeting up and joining together and going for war.
Mm-hmm. And more persistent elements are a big priority of ours.
Of course, yeah.
That is the.
So, Tiberius, why do I have to lose all of my ranks in XP if I just want to change the color of my armor? Say from Night Lord to Black Legion. It's unfair, especially once you rank 6. We totally agree, and while I wasn't going to say this earlier, I'm going to say it now, because while the first service is going to be changing the name, and likely the second service...
This is the thing that Frank's robbing us blind for, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Ow.
Yeah. The second is going to be changing sub-faction. Because right now, he has made it possible
go down?
in the back end
Trying to
for
listen
customer
to
support
Nathan,
to
but-
actually change it. But of course you're reset, so you pretty much not reset, sorry, respec. You respec yourself, you're way back up. So yes, it is unfair, and we're going to make it more unfair because we'll allow you to switch sub-faction, but you get to pay for it. Because I mean, hey, it's not always that we get free pizza.
I'm sending you a relic pack after the show, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, super cheap though. Not
Or saying it more plainly and straight out, we are so poor, we don't have money for food. So if you send us food, we'll send you a relic pack.
yeah.
Demo Serb, can you guys please remove the 500k requisition cap that currently is in game? Being greeted with zeros after each match is not a fun experience anymore. We're still debating this vehemently in-house. 500k is the point right now. And everybody agrees that it's not a fun solution like we have it right now. How we're going to solve it, it's probably going to be a mix of increasing the cap and having more
We
stuff
also
to buy.
we added the 500k like prestige items to sort of sync some of that out of there, but yeah, we
We
Look at
we
upping
need
the,
more there. Anyways, Saichowski,
I love his name.
what's in the works to make Axis and Moles, and Melee for that matter, relevant and competitive again? make melee great again.
Make mid-tier melee weapons.
You
great.
only changed the visuals.
Oh,
of
that was amazing.
the-
I just
the molds
nated
the
their
other day,
like
right?
3 Tyranid butts from behind.
Sorry, there was 2 people talking at once.
Sorry.
It's okay.
And then I died.
Tyranid
Wait,
butts.
yeah. So the mid-tier melee stuff. I was talking to Chan about that, and really they're in kind of a. It's like, since they're the middle thing, like with a fist, you're gonna beat all clangs, and with like a sword, you're gonna be faster. So and the middle stuff like the maces and axes are a bit just sort of a middle way. So we were thinking, we really want something to kind of make a more have like a more unique feel, and have like a kind of a reason to go with like the middle, because it's a little bit the strategy for using them is a little bit just slightly harder, because you have to like with a fist you always know what you're going to do, with a sword you always know what you do, but if you're in the middle, you're like, okay, this guy's got a fist, I have to change my strategy this way, this guy's got a sword, I got to go that way. So we want to do something with them where they like this is the so that's
and
that's my story.
Yeah, and today we got with regards to melee itself to look into some very specific things that are happening which shouldn't be happening in the core system of the melee, which is Alexis and also on Monday we're going to have JT, right? Yeah. He's the engineer that's been working the most on it. So we're putting the people that have the most experience of those 2 systems, jump into them after the weekend. And the reason that they're doing it after the weekend is simply because they're sitting next to us and they have to finish what they're doing on the game next to us. Basically. Details. Anything in the work for PvE or multi-faction matches? No, there's nothing in the works since we stopped the prototyping a while ago, because we are fixing what we already have. Lancer. Where are sub-faction specific traits and unlocks on the priority list? Veteran players have been waiting a long time for those. We actually have elites higher on the priority list than sub-faction specific traits. But part of getting elites in is also that was nice.
Yeah.
It's also part of looking at traits, so that might actually end up in something ending up in your general tree.
Get over here.
And of course, we are actually going to change how veterans and elites in general work in the game. They're not going to be like now, only 1 respawn. And only just more LP, but we haven't decided what direction we want to go there, but there are a lot of opportunities that we are discussing, so you haven't been forgotten, dear veterans. Valeron, how far is Relic Mastercrafted stats remaking? Can you give an example what cool tools they will have in compare with standard weapons?
It's still in the process.
Yeah, it's still in process, and it's actually worked on like on and off for like 2 months now, or something. I don't know. Just we have to wrap this up and do it.
Stop interrupting Chan and he'll get back.
So, but yeah, it's like you will have some modability on those weapons. Gog Teeth.
You're jamming, dude. It's good.
Yeah, so you can play on Twitch and I can work. Gog Teeth. Why the elites being kinda dug out of the game files? We've found a lot of the original planned elites, Cyborg, Mad Boy, aren't in the first pass. What?
Well,
No. Don't. So, we have almost everything of those models in-house already. The fact that they aren't in the pack files doesn't tell you anything. Not at all. But yes, I mean, when we introduce elites, it's going to be all 4 at the same time, of course. I mean, probably like we can even do like variants of them free version and paid version. You know, more flames for the flame god. There is no flame god, but I just made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yes, the reason is that we just haven't put them into the pack files. Anvil, what's the status of elites and terminators? So elites, like I said, is some of our high priority right now, if not very high. Basically, what's above that is new items and balancing. As in for all the factions, you know, war gear and stuff like that. Because that's part of the balancing. But elites is the next thing that we want to get in. And at the same time...
Shut the door with...
Oh, that's not...
I'm out of
that'll leave a
ammo.
mark.
Amazing.
Oh,
No, I'm not. I still have...
That was
and
like...
when we introduce elites, we might fondle the veterans
bad.
a little bit in this at the same time. Terminators are on hold still, as we've said before. We have the models in-house and everything, but the biggest by far and largest and most time-consuming work was stopped, which was the animation of them, and the animation power was put into fixing a lot of things, including the melee, such as life.
Am I the last one?
I thought I saw DJ run into the room,
Somebody make it.
into the elevator, behind the.
Oh yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
There we go. Of course, DJ always saves the day.
Yeah, that's what I was just hoping.
Yeah.
It would happen.
DJ Pigman. Hey, speaking of though, when is the front page of the website getting a new coat of paint? Amazingly enough, we've actually had a new website for 4 months. The problem isn't lying there, as in we have the layout and looks and everything. The problem is that we have an integrated solution where you log into all the stuff, and that's with another provider, and we cannot apply easily changes to that system. So it's quite complex. I mean, sure, we could do some color changes, but in our old website, part of that is a management system for games. It comes from Star Citizen, actually. And we are moving gradually things from there over to our own systems. And then at some point in time, we will determine what we do with our websites. But right now, it is not worth the effort and money to actually change the look of the current website, because it's a massive effort, because the system is not very flexible in that way. But we want a new coat of paint. We've had it in there, and we're watching it every day ourselves and just touching ourselves. I was talking about Cromulus.
Oh, what a waste of a grenade.
Cromulus?
That's awful.
Mhm.
Is that from Conan the Barbarian? Wasn't he Crom? Anyways. Are there any plans to re-evaluate clanging and weapon durability? So we're going to fix something with clanging right now, between how it's working and how it's actually whether it's clanging or winning. But
I'm
yes,
not on
we are still and won't stop working on melee. You can rest assured. But to finish the question, many feel that they vastly inflate the amount of time it takes for melee players to kill compared to ranged players who can simply aim, shoot, and deal damage. Well, I'll tell you this: that there's nothing simple about it, because
Damn it.
I've heard ranged players cry for so many months that that melee was so easy. So life sucks.
Get off me!
Story
Turned
of my
into
life.
being mean. I'm being picked on.
But we're not happy with it. Don't worry. we'll fix it and get it smoother. And it's as I have from
Where is it?
one of our
I'm
focus
over here
groups. It touches on fluidity.
Continuously rescued by DJ. Oh, Jesus Christ, I never have a chance to get off a heal. Every time I get saved, somebody drops me in the back.
I have to speed up because we have giveaways. Jesus. Lobotronus.
Oh,
down.
oh.
But that
We
means I have
died.
to-
We were down one person.
Yeah.
Mission failed.
Revenge buffing? I have
Tyranny-
never heard that before.
Tyrannus will,
Thank you, Deathwish. No, it was not revenge buffing. We just changed a lot of things at the same time, and this is the result. It's known that certain things will be not as we want it to be, because when you have 200,000 people messing around with it after we change it, it's not going to be the same as testing in a closed environment. Lobotronus, I want my third eagle head on my
Gosh
shoulder,
darn it.
please. Can we expect in the future 3D eagle head picture included? No.
basically the concept art they made end up looking different than the 3D asset that's in the game. So that
Oh, okay.
we're not reworking that specific piece.
Okay, good. Bailugar, could it please be possible to have another class other than a tactical to lead a squad with a banner, e.g. sorcerer?
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, what? Because there are banners, like for
Yeah.
any class can lead, and
Have a
there's
banner.
even special, like, let's just
Oh,
Oh,
Are we doing another?
since
No,
we're,
because we
since
have
we're
10 minutes
here-
left, so we should just
Oh,
switch.
you could start
Alrighty.
another one.
look at
Oh, yeah.
look at my screen real quick. Since we're talking about this,
Yes.
in
We should
in
make more
your
banners,
loadouts, you have the standard down here, and notice I'm a sorcerer right now. And you come here, and you can equip different banners. This character doesn't have a lot to choose from, but basically, if you have this equipped and you're the squad leader, then you'll give a 3% buff to your ranged and melee, and you don't have to be a tactic. So
Yeah. And
So-
back to me now. I'm talking.
back to yeah.
Zoomed. Just on him.
We need a new camera.
Yeah.
So he can like control
Why
the
don't we just
camera.
get a drone? It'd be so much cooler.
Oh yes, and a drone. We
So we
should
need
have
a-
both.
Right?
We
Exactly.
need a drone.
3 drones.
3 drones.
Three
right?
drones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
And they need to, like, most drones don't really stay up in the air for an hour. So maybe we'll need 9 drones. Just to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be sure.
Just because.
Yes. Mhm.
They need to be carrying glitter grenades.
So yes, you can lead a squad, and we're getting new cameras.
Yeah, there's special melee ones even.
What's
So,
the
yeah.
first giveaway? Oh, relic pack.
Yeah, let's do a relic pack. Well, first I'm writing it down for Pumpkin King.
Normis, when can we expect to see the lowered prices for the Elder Shrines?
When the time is right.
Who says that all the time?
I don't know. Oh, that's my answer. I made that up.
When the time is right.
Mhm. That's what
It's like a bad
Yes.
infomercial.
Yeah.
No, but.
Oh man,
Oh,
I
I
got
don't
like
always have
barbecue sauce on my papers.
It's my pizza. Leave it alone.
Not touching it. Shariel, why does only the Warlock have red soulstones on their shoulders? The soulstones for the other classes are colored after the general armor color. Why?
I think
Except for the big soulstone.
Yeah, it's a bug. I think like their shoulders should be the same armor. Like
Mm.
unless you're an elite with glowing gems, you should just have the
Yeah.
thing. So that'll get fixed. Like
Yes.
I'll fix it.
Yes.
Are you gonna keep playing?
Marcus
for
with a V.
last?
Marcus.
No,
Doing
aren't we
background?
all?
What is your first priority about the game at the moment, and why? It is combat balance, melee, and performance, aka lag. So actually, lag is above, and then you have combat balancing.
Mhm. But we can also balance and fix lag at the same time.
But that's why I said both, because the team that does balancing are unable to work on the things that affect your performance and optimization and lag.
well, we might be able to cause more lag somehow if we try.
Yeah, you could. If you would put a huge texture on a small thing,
Mm-hmm.
then everybody would be loading that huge texture and everything would be messed up. Like we found out in Eve, there were some ships that were like tiny,
Mm-hmm.
but had like a massive texture. So you had a couple of those in a fleet fight, and everybody had those like huge textures in memory. It was
And
like-
that's back when graphics cards had like 2 megabytes
yeah,
of RAM
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
And it's like, oh yeah. We should probably write a solution which actually goes through all that and checks the sizes, whether they're abnormal based on where they are used, and we found something there. But no.
So,
Yeah.
We're gonna do a relic pack giveaway.
Yes.
You can spam the chat.
The
in
people
Twitch.
are already spamming already.
They're already spamming. They know what to do.
Hey, more the trigger.
Mm-hmm. Spam. Free loot. $200 of loot. Go.
Spam for the spam god.
Glaw the Rehabilitated. Lash Glaw the Rehabilitated. What changes for vehicles are on the roadmap?
There's actually there are some changes for vehicles on the road.
There are. There's going to be at least. You wouldn't say that, I can say.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I was thinking of like pimp my rhino kind of.
Yes, that's. I was going to say the exact same words.
Okay.
No. But you can say.
Yeah, so we're definitely planning to add pimped out, cooler looking vehicles. We've got different stages of complexity of what we can add.
Yeah.
And in like the very first minimal version, you will have just the current rhino you see now with a pimped version that you can get with all your chapter logo or Eldar kind of runic markings and all that kind of stuff. And then further out into the future is the having a loadout that you can mess with and change the weapons and stuff. But that's not in the first pass.
Put skulls and bodies on it and stuff like that.
We've been talking about standing in meeting rooms with whiteboards and
Yes.
and stuff. So it's definitely.
But since you said on the roadmap, the first step that we are now looking into as we speak in terms of feasibility is that pimped up version for all the vehicles for the subchapters. And it might even be, two pimps per subfaction.
With fish tanks.
Fish tanks use. Finally.
You've been waiting like 2 years for that.
Yeah, but it's not on Terminators. But I can totally see a rhino with fish tank belts. Poor fish, but I mean, hey.
Scrimdark.
It's Grimdark.
Okay, our winner of our relic pack goes to Baramath.
Baramath, yeah.
Congrats.
Congrats.
So,
Baramath.
Vasure Rareta Omoyosha. I'm sure multiple people are excited for the new world map that was shown last patch. Can you update us on how the progress is? It is progressing. This is the primary task for the team that is working on UI, so that is seriously, that's it? Is that what he said for you winning a relic pack?
I think there's more coming. Or he's like, that's it, and then there's still something.
Thanks, guys. Lucky there. You almost got banned. Anyways, yes, new world map. So we have two guys working on that. Well, not on and off, but it's their primary. But they're also fixing bugs in between. And it's one of those things, like we said earlier in the updates, that you will see in the client at the end of the month. That is the goal that we have right now.
We'll probably end up seeing on UAT server soonish.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
so we have a patch next week, which is a small patch, mainly focusing on addressing things that are in the game right now, because we then launch a free-to-play version of the game on
More
Thursday.
bodies for the matchmaker. Yes.
Free Carnage, and
Skulls
no,
for the
it's we're not going free to play. This is just a free version that has slowed. Well, you have the free progression, and then you have 3 times premium.
Yes.
Nice.
Premium progression.
Okay, let's do like 2 or 3 more giveaways. Let's do RTC this time.
Okay.
So
It's
if
like
they
you're like
happen
the-
to be a free
You're
version,
super generous.
like I'm super generous today.
Opposite of
So it happens when pizza arrives.
Oh, okay.
So let's do 40,000. This will be on Twitch and YouTube, so spam away.
Asheru, Swiftwind. Will Eldar see scopes now that we have a toggle for them, but only one gun that we can use it with?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely yes. Also soon.
Mef da Fixa, RTC purchasable voices that can be equipped. Oh, we'd love to, but we simply don't have the throughput to go through that right now. I mean, the voices that you have now, these are voice actors. We got them from England and all over the place, so on and so forth. It's not easy, but I mean, if you want to hear our voices and you could get those, I mean, I'm totally up for that.
Our voices were like,
Yes,
we
but
even had GW involved, right? They were at the studio, helping,
everything,
like,
and the parks and everything. So,
Mhm.
while we are more than happy to do it ourselves, it would never be allowed anywhere close to the client. I'm
Mhm.
afraid to say.
Rodness is our winner on YouTube. Congrats.
Rod Nuss.
Rodness. His name's familiar. He might have won before.
Mm.
Make sure you
Mr.
put
Bunny.
Wait. Make sure you put your email on your YouTube channel.
Oh yes, Monkey Beluski.
Why? Yeah.
So,
Next question.
Mr. Bunny, when can we buy additional character slots? When Frank finishes making them. He's had it as a side project for I think a couple of weeks now.
It's like the third time we've answered this question during this Twitch.
Not the character slots.
Oh, okay.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
the character slots.
okay. So the naming and the changing your faction and
No,
adding
subfaction.
Subfaction.
Sub-
Yeah,
yeah.
and not faction on your
No.
yeah, subfaction. And then the character slots was all sort of part of one package of quality of life stuff
Yeah,
that we
it's-
wanted to do in
it's-
the front end.
These
the hub.
these three are the pilots of the changes that you get. Changing faction is considerably more involved, and I'm not even
Yeah,
sure we
subfaction.
want
No,
to.
that
I'm
was
not even sure we want to actually
I
allow
meant
changing
subfaction.
faction. No, I'm just like explaining like that. Even though it's technically possible, changing faction means that if you've bought a lot of stuff and you change faction on your
You
main
don't
character,
have-
you can't even use it anymore.
Mhm.
Okay, our winner.
And you have 4
on-
slots. I mean, hey,
On
And
Twitch.
soon to be more.
Help me out with this one.
4, 6, or 8. Yeah. So you,
Tau.
Atreus.
Atreus. Congrats.
Tau
congrats.
Atreus.
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 Okay.
Thanks.
You say so.
I said
This
so.
guy says Tau rigged.
So, Woody the Dwarf. Any update on SNAS guns? Noah.
They would be great, wouldn't they?
Yes.
We have them. There's not an update right now.
No,
but
we
they're
don't have
cool.
them. Sorry. And you know what? In general, I would just be happy that we have actually all our weapons in a good balance, in a good state, and working, and melee there. And if we would go working on SNAS guns, all the other things that I mentioned would have to wait.
Okay, I'm doing another giveaway.
Wow.
That's like 5 giveaways today. Nobody can stop me.
Mhm.
What's
Wear kit.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Wear kit.
Wear kit? Yeah.
We're gonna try to get through all these questions, huh?
I
Is
have
the
2 left.
SNAS
I have
guns
2
all
left. Yeah. Ilsium is asking, what's the status of the second founding chapters? They are something which will likely come at a similar time as we are doing elites, because they have similar things that we have to do, like small changes that we have to do here and there. So I find that quite likely that when we have those things in, we can actually easily do the sub factions kind of
Mhm.
things. And the last one, Ranel 003. Is that because Ranel 001 was taken?
Or in two as well.
Yeah. When can we see capes? I'm not talking on elites or vets only either.
He was talking about on Nathan.
Yeah.
He probably worn a
Yeah,
cape.
I've worn a cape. Yeah, yeah.
Of
But
course,
you won't see capes. Until we have something like warlords, because capes are expensive.
Mm-hmm. Anytime I
If
go,
you have everybody, like 40 people on each side running around with even mildly animated capes, because let's remember one thing. There's one time at a sorcerer camp,
Mhm.
their small animated clothing actually killed the frame rate for everybody around them. And that was just one class.
But how amazing would it be if there's like 100 capes and you toss in Naden and it's just like fabric all over madness?
That would be great.
That would be
That would
pretty
be great.
cool.
We should have.
And
Especially if
you
it's
would be
glitter
at
grenade.
like 2 frames per minute.
But that's okay, it'd be
It's
beautiful.
like, duh.
It would be worth seeing it in slow motion.
The answer
They're
to
still spamming.
DW Nannies is yes. The answer to his
So that was
question.
the last of the forum questions. We took a lot of them now, which means that unfortunately for people in the chat, you didn't get any of your question answers. Well, a couple of them, but
Mhm.
as I mentioned before we started the forum questions, this is the way to get your questions on the show. Otherwise, you will just have to, be sad and crying that your question wasn't answered while you hold your relic pack that you just won. I think that's it for now, unless we have something that we forgot that we haven't mentioned.
Don't think so.
Well, I mean, we'd like some feedback on Ronan.
Oh, I
That
can
would be
say.
Yeah.
I can say next Twitch is going to be a very, very good Twitch. I can't tell you anything about it, and I don't even know if either of you know what's happening.
No.
I have no idea.
It's like super top secret. Someone will be here, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty amazing. That's all I can say. Really cool announcement coming.
No, sorry. I mean, this is
No.
someone will be here.
Is
It's
it-
like
Is it Matt Ward?
There's
Matt Ward coming?
Matt Ward.
I don't
It's
think.
like there's three of us here already. It's like, and someone is coming. It's like, wow, there's one more coming.
Yes.
I'm assuming this someone is just like a secret celebrity person.
Totally secret. But we probably will announce on Wednesday.
Is it
Oh,
an
yeah.
animal?
It might be.
Crocodile?
Maybe.
Is it Warpy?
Salamander? Salamander would be cool.
It's Warpy.
Anyways, thank you everybody.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
thanks,
Yeah, let's go so
Alright.
we can like eat this
Yeah.
properly.
Like-
Eat the
Yeah.
pizza, and we're gonna host DJ Penguin, and thank you, Penguin, for jumping so quickly into and setting up a match with us.
Mhm.
I promise that we'll probably give you more.
I like how you're talking to him here.
Yes,
But
I'm
he's
talking to him
watching,
here.
like,
No,
here.
no. He can hear me there, right? Yes. We'll head over to DJ because he's probably started
Yes.
already.
Yep.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Enjoy
Thanks
the
for
patch,
joining.
and you'll have a
Bye.
new one next week.
Mhm.
And a lot of more players to shoot.
Yes.
To boot.
Yes.
Many.
Hey,
Bye.